Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabby. If you didn't know, now you know. And today we are gonna get down to business. You guys have asked so many questions recently about my future plans with school, job, cheer, my relationship, and just like my life in general, because I'm kind of at like that pivoting point in my life. I just graduated college, finally. So for those of you that don't know, I graduated with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from Florida International University. I did graduate in 4 years and it just feels so good to be done. But now you guys are like, okay, so what's next? So I'm gonna finally answer all those questions for you guys right now. First question, how is your graduation happening and did you get a cap and gown? So my graduation is happening online thanks to Miss Coronavirus. But honestly, I'm not too mad because originally my graduation was the same weekend as Worlds and I wouldn't have been able to drive back and forth. So I wasn't even gonna get to walk at graduation anyway. So at least now I get some sort of graduation that my family can tune in online and at least like celebrate with me from afar. I wish we could obviously all celebrate together, but at least I get some sort of graduation. And then I did order a cap and gown because I still wanted to like take pictures and represent how hard I've worked the past 4 years and just how big of a success this is. I'm really proud of myself and I feel like I don't ever kind of like take a step back and look at everything that I've done. But in all 4 years, I managed to not only finish my degree of mechanical engineering, I also cheered, I worked 2 jobs, I have a relationship, I have like a social life, like I managed to balance kind of all of it. And it wasn't easy, but it was definitely worth it. And yeah, I'm really proud. So I definitely wanted to order a cap and gown to make it feel like a real graduation, even though it's not. And so just, I had a little bit of closure on college and I'm like ready to move on to the next part. What is your final GPA? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the exact number. It's something like a 3.97, somewhere in there. I got like 2 or so A minuses and 1 B plus. It was so close to a 4.0, but it's okay. Honestly, grades aren't everything. My advisor literally told me my GPA was too high anyway. But I'm still really proud. I actually got nominated for an Outstanding Student Award at graduation, which I'm really proud of, especially being in such a male-dominated like field and career. It's nice to be kind of like honored as a female in that, so that was exciting. Will you ever pursue a master's degree? No, at least not right now. I am so over school. I've literally spent all 22 years of my life pretty much in school. Like I'm ready to just start my life. Maybe in the future I'll go back for a master's, but right now that is definitely not in the plans. How did you figure out your major? So I actually took a whole bunch of tests and classes in high school just to kind of figure it out. I was always very math, science oriented, so I knew I wanted to go into something in like that field, like the STEM field. And I came across materials engineering, and those are like the engineers behind all like clothing lines and like Nike and Under Armour, the engineers that figure out, you know, like the dry fit material, like stuff like that. And I was like, that's really cool because it still combines like sports and everything like that, but also engineering. And then from materials, I got to mechanical, which is just kind of like the overlying field of all different engineering. And that's how I figured out what I wanted to do. Someone asked, did you ever regret choosing engineering or did you ever think of like switching to something else? And honestly, no. I am very interested in engineering. I knew that's definitely what I wanted to do from the beginning, but one of the main reasons why I wanted to stick with it and why I chose such a challenging and like big degree instead of just going like business or social media or marketing or something like that is I wanted to kind of like prove everyone wrong and also just prove that it's possible. I feel like in cheerleading especially, the importance of schooling has gotten like stomped into the ground. Like majority of cheerleaders just go to college to focus on just cheer and they don't really focus on their degree at all anymore. And I definitely wanted to break that stereotype. And I also just wanted to prove for my younger audience that it's possible to do both at the same time and you don't have to choose one or the other. And you can also do something like engineering, which is so like male dominated. If you're a female, who cares? Like go against the odds and just do whatever you want to do and be like a boss woman, go be successful. Because I'm sure a lot of people probably would have guessed that I would have went into like business or like social media or marketing degree, and I just kind of wanted to like prove everyone wrong. My favorite thing is when people ask me what I'm like studying in school or like what my degree's in, and I say mechanical engineering and their faces are like, so you're smart. And I'm like, I mean, I guess. But no, I really enjoyed it. So if you're trying to figure out what you want to do in college, just know it's possible to balance school and cheer, and also just like go after your dreams no matter what the stereotypes are, no matter what people say about you, and it's gonna feel so good when you're done and you prove everyone wrong. And finally, my most asked question relating to school, even like before I even graduated, you guys asked seriously like a million times, and that is, what kind of job am I getting? So I actually don't plan on getting a 9-to-5 job right out of college at all. Maybe that's definitely something I could see myself doing like in the future when I'm older. But for right now, I feel like I'm meant to do so much more with my life than just sit in an office 9 to 5. So I actually plan on starting my own company, which I'm so excited about. It is already in the works. So hopefully, I have no idea like the timeline of things, but hopefully it'll launch within this year, so you guys can definitely be a part of that. But it kind of is going to combine all my passions into one. So I want to design, engineer, and invent some like cheerleading products that can either help cheerleaders at home to practice, especially in a time like right now. I feel like it really made me think about how many products could be out there to help people be productive and to still like stay in shape and help with our cheerleading skills when we can't get into a gym. But I don't want to just limit myself to that. I would also love to create more like cheerleading products that you guys would see in a gym one day. And yeah, I'm just really excited because it kind of takes everything that I love and puts it out there. So I'm going to be involved in the whole engineering designing process of it, and then obviously in like the social media marketing and all of that. So that is the plan. I'm starting my own company. You guys will know more information as soon as I have more things set in stone, but I'm so excited. And then someone asked, do you have any product designs yet? Because I did mention this on my Instagram a little bit ago. I just kind of like hinted at it that I wanted to start my own company. And yes, I have one already in the works fully. And then I have a couple other product designs already on like the early stages of it. So I actually took 2 independent studies in college in like undergraduate research classes as electives. And I spent that time actually like designing some products and researching a lot of stuff. So it was really cool that I got to start this like in my college career, and then now outside of college I can actually start my company and do all of that. But I do have one product already in the works. I have a whole bunch of different ideas. I have some ideas for like apps and stuff, and I am just so ready to get started. I seriously cannot wait. And you know when they say like if you find a job you truly love, you'll never feel like you're working a day in your life? I just feel like this is exactly what that is. It's still like using my degree. I'm gonna be like inventing products. Like that's so cool. It is not gonna feel like work to me at all. And do you plan on pursuing YouTube full time? So I guess you could technically say yes, because obviously I have more time to do it. So I'm gonna commit to posting more videos every week, but that is definitely not gonna be my only career at all. My main career focus is gonna be starting my own company and doing that. Are you in like house hunting? So we're not actually actively house hunting right now at all. We did just extend our lease for another year just because we had to sign it, but I don't know if I want to really stay here for another year. I feel like we've already outgrown this place. I want a yard for Cloud to be able to run around. I want my own driveway. I don't want to have to walk up a whole bunch of stairs every day just to get to our place. I don't want to have to worry about if we're being too loud or just, I don't know. Our apartment is great and I love it, and it was such an amazing year that we had already and such a great first step of like living together on our own. But I am so ready to have my own house, be able to paint the walls white. We've definitely been saving up a lot of money for it. I actually am really interested in like flipping a house too. So we do kind of want to start looking maybe soon for a house that's a lot older, maybe like not as nice, and his family's very into that and my family's into that. So I think that would be such a fun project. And also I'd love to do like a whole series of that on my channel. So maybe that's something that we can do. I don't know, that'd be really fun. But at the moment we're not like actively house hunting, but it's definitely something I want to do in the future, like very soon future. And when do you plan to get married? I feel like when you're younger, you like try to plan out your life so much, and you're like, I want to get married by this age, engaged by this age, have kids by this age. And then you get older, and like I'm 22, and I feel like when I was younger that felt so old, and I still feel so young. And yes, we've been together for like ever, so it is probably something that's gonna happen in the future. But we talk about marriage in our future all the time, but we've never like sat down and just be like, hey, like what year, how old do we want to be when we get married? But I feel like when the time's right, like it's just gonna happen. And then I think that leads into the next question as well. When do you plan on settling down and starting a family? So I do want to be not a really young mom. I do want to be a younger mom. So like 26, 25, I don't know. I don't want to put like a number on it because who knows what's gonna happen in the future. But I would love to be a young mom. Honestly, if I could fast forward to that part of my life right now, I would. I Ever since I was a kid, I played with baby dolls like nonstop. I am so ready to be a mom. I cannot wait for that part of my life. Any more fur babies? Huh, Cloud, you want a friend? Do you want a friend? So Cloud is the friendliest little dog. He wants to play with every single dog, every single human, anything. But obviously being in the apartment, I definitely don't want to have to raise another dog here. I want to wait till we have a house and a yard that they can run around in and just have their own space. But I would love to get him a friend, and if we do, we would definitely just get another Pomsky, I think, because he was amazing. And then we know like they would pretty much for sure get along, even though Cloud would get along with literally anything. But if anything, just one more dog, it's not for sure, but he was so easy and so much fun, and I know he would love a friend, so probably one more. Are you going to come out with any merch? So we did like a trial run, something very simple, and we came out with like sticker sheets. So those are still available. I'll try to link them down below if I remember. So yes, you can go check those out. But I do want to do more merch. I'm actually like really into graphic design. Before I fully committed to engineering, I was potentially gonna go into graphic design actually like throughout college. So even besides it being my own merch, I would just have so much fun getting to like design different clothing items or like whatever it is I want to do. So it's definitely something that I'm interested in. So let me know what you guys want. I definitely want to do like oversized, like Tiffany blue, or even like more of a muted kind of color, like crew neck with either like a saying or a little like graphic right here. I think that'd be cute. But let me know what you guys are interested in, and I definitely want to start making merch. Not even something that's like super cheesy, but just something that is like super cute to wear, because I just like designing things like that. Do you plan on coaching cheer in the future? So yes, actually this isn't something that I mentioned earlier, but that is something that I definitely want to focus on now that I'm done with school as well. So that'll be like a second job for me, which again does not feel like a job at all. But this is something that I've known I wanted to do since I was a little kid. Just like growing up and having my mom coach me, I just knew that that's definitely something that I wanted to do. I wanted to be a cheer coach. It's just so fulfilling, and I've coached Squirts our last 2 years, which is our tiny team at Top Gun, and they are just my little bundle of joy. That is like the greatest hour of my week always. But I'm really excited to have more time now that I don't have school and be able to hopefully get to coach some more teams, and then it's definitely something that I want to keep doing for quite a while because I really enjoy it. And finally, the question that you've all been waiting for. Hopefully you guys didn't click out before you heard this answer, because this is my most asked question. Literally got it a million times, just like the other one. Am I cheering again? Drum roll, please. Yes, I am. Especially with the way this season ended. I don't want my very last memory of cheer to be like not even going to Worlds or not even getting to finish the season out. So I am gonna do one more year, and what I'm really excited about is, normally I'm gonna be honest, school kind of took up like majority of my life and I was absolutely exhausted, but I still continued to do everything in my life. But by the time I showed up to the gym, I would be like half asleep. And as much as I enjoyed cheerleading in the past like 3 years, well, I guess 4 years since I've been in college has been like some of the most amazing years. I am so excited to like truly enjoy cheerleading for what it is as one last year. Now that I'm gonna have the free time to just like truly enjoy it, I don't have to worry about like when I travel for competitions, how much homework I have to do over the weekend, or if I come back like right to a test, or if I have to fly out, you know, at like literally 5 a.m. the next morning to go to class. Like, I'm so excited to have 1 year where I just really take in cheerleading for what it is completely, and that way I can end like so fulfilled on that note, knowing that I took it to its full advantage and just truly enjoyed it for myself. And yeah, so I think this will probably be my last year. Obviously, we never know what's gonna happen in the future. I'm not a tumbler, so like I don't have a lot of pain in my body. So like technically I could keep going forever, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I do think this is gonna be my last year, but we are doing one more, so you haven't seen the last of me yet. And those are my most asked questions about my future: school, work, cheer, my love life, everything, my dog. Now you know everything. But that is the plan. I'm really excited to see where the future takes me. Anyway, okay, I hope you guys enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, all of that. Get ready to see way more of me now that I have more free time, and I'll see you in the next video.